What made me interested in season 2 was season 1, because I felt like I could do that too. I was like, I'm perfect for this.
I was actually on the crew side of things. I wasn't cast at first. So I ended up being recruited as a cast member.
I was actually interested in being a part of season 1. I missed that cut. So when season 2 rolled back around, I definitely wanted to be a part of it. Season 1 was dope. From the directors to producers to the actors and actresses, everybody is just awesome, and it was a great experience. So.
Sweet on me, 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 sweet on me.
I think season 2 starts off with what the hell are we gonna get into? I think for an audience perspective, that's definitely where you're gonna be sitting at the edge of your seat, like, yes. You'll probably be like, who are these people? When did this happen?
Hey.
Like, I knew what I was signing up for, but I didn't really know what I was signing up for. My character's name is Wit, and Wit is genuine. I think that Wit is a good friend. I think she's a good person, kind of laid back, reserved. I guess what you would call like a typical stud, but progressive.
You know, it's like a strap when it's built into the drawers, and then the dick just snap in. You ain't never heard of that? What?
Hey, what's up? I'm Ibby, and I play Benny.
It looks like a limp dick until.
And when I got the description on who Benny was, you know, like I said, I have friends that are like Benny, and I support them on anything that they do. And I took on the role because I just want to show that support, that I do support that.
Action. All right. I just want to thank every single last one of you guys.
My character, Moloch, is an artist.
2 a.m. in the morning, I get that text, are you up? I know you want.
Moloch is non-binary. They have a little slight temper on them, a little bit self-absorbed, you know, and I think that's what it is.
Nice.
No, I'm actually a wardrobe stylist. My client.
Hello, my name is Alexandria Grimes. I play the character BACKKKK, also known as Lavi. So Lavi is reintroduced this season as a wardrobe stylist on the set of Community with Martell and Joe, and she runs into CJ. So of course the chemistry is still there. She's a little salty because, you know, she never got that call from season 1, and it just kind of rolled from there, and she just went with the punches. They exchanged information again, and the rest is history.
Oh my God, listen, we didn't drive all the way to East Bumfuck, Georgia for your itinerary. We came to get fucked up.
So season 1, of course, was the introduction to Martell. You get to see more about him, not so more in a single light, because now he has a man, okay? And then you get to see a side of Martell on the spiritual side, and having to deal with issues that us as gay men deal with in real life when it comes to religion and church. So I would say the difference from season 1 and season 2 is a little bit more elevated.
All right, cameras rolling.
My name is Stephanie Kernan, and I play Joe in Taste ATL. In season 1, I would say Joe was a free spirit. She's all over the place. She's dating whoever she wants to date, doing whatever she wants to do on her own time. And in season 2, Joe is willing to change some things about herself in order to get to where she feels like she deserves to be.
Hey guys, I'm Chris Hughes. I play the character T on Taste ATL, the series. I felt like Eddie Murphy. I had so much fun. I played 3 different characters. All of them had impact. All of them, you know, came together in a certain way that when you see this stuff, I think you'll be very impressed with it. T this season, I think we get a lot more of T this season, which everybody loves, right? Who doesn't want more T? I think there were a lot of things with T's character this season that very much required her to come to terms with some things about herself, who she was, how she showed up. So maybe a lot of growing up for T, I feel like, happened this season.
I have taken the liberty of creating itineraries for the weekend. Hey, I'm Summer Monet, and I play the character of Rain. And I think what you see from Rain that's different from season 1 to season 2 is the ability to be a little bit more vulnerable. And you see what she wants a little bit more clearly instead of it being more muddy as it was in season 1, where she like pretends a lot. I think season 2, she goes after it and it's really strong. So yeah.
Grab hands. Close your eyes and bow your heads. Close your eyes and bow your heads! Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning just grateful for another day. Lord, we thank you for saving our souls from the fiery furnace that some of our decisions lead us unto.
Yes, Lord.
Lord!
Well, it was my first time filming overnight, period.
Filming overnight was, I wouldn't even say challenging, it was tricky.
I think that's also where everybody kind of got to really, you know, break free and show their personality, have fun, and outside of just filming.
We got to work as soon as we got there, and the hours just ran together. And when I looked up one time, it was 9 p.m., and then we looked up again, it was 6 a.m. Time flies when you're having fun. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like I said, condensed in one spot. A lot of different personalities going on.
But in a cabin over a couple of days, you learn some things. People got attitudes for no reason, run around here cranky.
With people that you may have never experienced like staying the night with before, you may never experience like hanging out with them for multiple days before.
We can't remember what the hell we had on in scene 1 to put back on to reshoot for scene 1. Then you got people who brought their bullshit that ain't have nothing to do with work to work. So now everybody's wearing that jacket. Everybody walking around on eggshells because nobody want to offend nobody. That was fucking annoying.
I feel like when you're working with people so long and, you know, everybody, like I said, has different personalities, it's normal. I feel like that's normal to come across conflict or have hostility or just misunderstandings in general.
Even if there is an issue, how old are we?
So there was a night where, you know, the cast was feeling some type of way. We were under, you know, strenuous work hours, and we needed to have a family moment. We needed to have a talk.
Whole cast, we all had to come in one room, and some sat on the beds and others sat on floors to try to get an understanding as to where the tension is coming from. What is the issue? Why are we walking around here slamming doors and sucking teeth? What's going on?
A lot of people were feeling uncomfortable and had some things on their chest that were inhibiting them to actually do a great performance.
You know, we had an issue with figuring out who's wearing what at what time. We couldn't remember. We're changing outfits so many times and revisiting scenes and shoots. We can't remember. We should, but we definitely did not. So that turned into a thing. There were other things that were going on amongst that one thing. So I feel like it just kind of snowballed into a big unnecessary kerfuffle of bullshit.
We were coming back from a pandemic, sitting inside the house for a lot of time. I think a lot of us had a lot of different emotions displaced, and, you know, and it really probably had nothing to do with either of us, just, you know, life just coming at you.
So we sit, we talk, which turns into a bit of an argument, which turned out to be a misunderstanding, and then eventually we figured it out. If you don't know something, go to the source and ask questions. Don't assume, because we all know that when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. Don't assume nothing, and try to get it together. Like, you know, it was rough. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like how it made me feel.
Rarely do you ever have the opportunity to express or voice your opinions and how you feel your experience is going as a cast member.
When the production team, after filming a long day's worth of filming and we still weren't done yet, stopped filming to hold a conversation for the actors and even for themselves to consider the feelings of actors outside of the work that they were doing.
When the tension is high, you can feel that energy translating on camera.
You don't always get the opportunity for people to stop show and say, all right, hey, let's get together and let's, you know, figure out the energy, work out this dynamic.
I definitely think it helped us complete the scenes. Not for nothing, we all got a better understanding of, you know, where everyone stood and how much time we had. Because to be honest, that conversation was about 3 hours now. And we still weren't done with what we had to do. So we wasted time. But I think everybody, after that though, it was smooth sailing. The next day we had no issues. So I think it's something that needed to be, it's something that needed to happen.
In my opinion, I don't think that filming should have necessarily been seized to handle this conflict. However, I do think that it was beneficial for it to happen because everybody was being affected by whatever it was.
And then we carried on and continued filming into the wee bit hours of the morning. We expressed ourselves, we found resolutions, and we carried on. And that was the most beautiful thing to me that happened at the cabin.
Other than that, you know, we're a family. What is a real family without dramatics? You know what I mean? What's a real family without a little bit of...
We had a lot going on. It was fun, it was tears, it was laughter, it was pain, it was all of the above, and we were able to really capture some beautiful scenes, in my opinion.
Okay, so the night of the Kumbaya moment, I was asleep. I was in the chair, sleep. I didn't even know it was a moment happening.
One of the most difficult days, in all honesty, was finding out that one of the cast members would no longer be with us.
Well, we see what happened with dark-skinned Aunt Viv and light-skinned Aunt Viv. I mean, the show did continue.
Show must go on. Period.